Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Well, yesterday we taught you about markets and how to talk about them using certain English terms, because actually there are quite a few kinds of markets in developed countries, and in developing countries, they too are starting to have much larger markets than the traditional ones that we call supermarkets or even hypermarkets. So we had a lot of discussion of that yesterday, and today, too, we'll continue Wet Markets, a one-stop shop for the freshest food around.
好，我们是昨天那篇文章的第二部分，好，所以是2天的文章。我们的中文标题是吃货必逛，你要的新鲜都在这儿。
Okay, I'll read through the article for today. And again, we have questions at the end of today's lesson. When we have a day 1 and day 2, we frequently have questions for you. But let's listen to the article first. Markets around the world can vary in size and character, but some are especially extraordinary. The following 3 markets are considered cultural treasures and well worth visiting. First on the list is Barcelona's Boqueria market in Spain. A major tourist attraction in the city, Boqueria market is the city's oldest market and a must-see for foodies. In addition to fresh meat and produce, visitors can enjoy fresh fruit juice and wines, as well as sample local specialties like smoked Iberian ham, cheeses, and salted cod. Even if you don't eat, visiting the crowded market for the sights and aromas alone is a great way to catch a glimpse of local culture. Another of the world's best fresh markets is Ortorkor Market in Thailand. Should you have the opportunity to explore Bangkok, visiting this market would be an unforgettable experience. This market, well kept and brightly lit, features a range of organic fruits such as mangosteens, durians, and dragon fruits, along with imported delicacies from across Asia. Tourists can also shop for a wide variety of ready-made curry pastes and spices. Finally, we have Borough Market, one of the largest and oldest markets in London. It primarily functioned as a wholesale market until the late 20th century. Since then, it has grown into London's most famous gourmet food hub. Here, you can find a variety of options, including steaming pans of paella, unique emu burgers, and many other delicious treats. The market also hosts a mix of vendors selling hot food, stalls with fresh produce, and gourmet shops, ensuring that no one leaves the market with an empty stomach.
And also, no one leaves the market with a full wallet. It's a bit pricey, I've heard.
I'll bet.
But markets around the world can vary in size and character just because people's tastes around the world vary. But some are especially extraordinary. Especially means special, and extraordinary means out of the ordinary. So they're very, very special.
好，所以 markets around the world 全世界的市场可以怎么样？那底下这个也是各位把它背起来，常见的一个语块 vary in size and character， 他们会 vary in size and character， 就在大小还有特色方面各有差异。这个 vary 就是各有差异的意思，所以全世界市场各有差异，大小特色各有差异。但是呢，有一些是 especially 特别的 extraordinary 不寻常，特别的跟人家不一样。
The following 3 markets are considered cultural treasures and well worth visiting.
好，所以 the following 就是以下的3个市场呢 are considered 被认为是 cultural treasures 文化的宝藏，文化的瑰宝。然后呢 well worth visiting 就是非常值得一游，值得去看一看。
Now, first on this list is Barcelona's Boqueria market in Spain. And Boqueria really means like deli in a way. It's like it means sliced meats. But also whenever you go to a deli to buy sliced meats, you're going to have lots of other things to buy.
所以呢，它 first on the list 就这个名单上面的第一个就是巴塞隆纳的这个 Boqueria Market， 那它当然是在 in Spain， 当然是在西班牙。
A major tourist attraction in the city, Boqueria Market is the city's oldest market and a must-see for foodies.
Foodies are people who love food or people who are especially into food.
Gourmet 另外一个字是美食家，这个 Gourmet。
I'm going to say that gourmet is the older term, and foodies don't call themselves gourmets anymore. Gourmet has kind of gone out with like French snobbery, and foodies are into world cuisine. There's a kind of a cultural difference between these words.
好，那现在各位就注意到了，当然这个 gourmet 当然是美食家的意思，不过呢，这个因为是法文，而且呢，这个已经是比较旧的用法了，所以现在比较流行的年轻人讲的都是讲 foodie， 所以各位要记得这个字，现在新的用法就比较常用的是 foodies 这个字。好，那这个句子我们看到他说 a major tourist attraction 就是这个观光景点， attraction 就是吸引人的地方，所谓的 tourist attraction 就是观光景点，所以这是一个重要的观光景点 in the city。那所以在巴塞隆纳的一个重要的观光景点，那这一个市场呢 is the city's 这个城市 oldest market 最古老的市场，那也是一个 must see 就是一定要去看 something that must be seen， 就你一定要去那个地方看一看的，叫做 a must see for foodies。 对于美食家来讲呢，这个地方是一定要去的，你如果去巴塞隆纳一定要去这个地方。
In addition to fresh meat and produce, visitors can enjoy fresh fruit juice and wines, as well as sample local specialties like smoked Iberian ham, cheeses, and salted cod. So the fresh meat that we just talked about, making one of us drool over there.
Well, I'm more drooling over the Iberian ham and cheeses and cod, as well as the... you can combine fruit juice and wine together into something called sangria, which is a fantastic party drink.
Yeah, I've been to a couple in college. That was very popular.
Yeah.
Okay, fresh meat, so it hasn't been in the freezer for a season. Okay, now notice this word produce. You're probably used to seeing this word pronounced produce, and indeed it is when it's used as a verb. But when it refers especially to fresh food and high-quality food, then we change the pronunciation and use it as a noun, produce. Visitors can enjoy fresh fruit juice and wines, the sangria that she just mentioned. You can mix the two, as well as sample local specialties like, and here we have a list of fine foods from Spain, smoked Iberian ham. Ham is pork. Okay, so we're talking about specialties. These are not the kinds of food that you would get in a factory or school cafeteria or in fast food stores. It's very special. That's why they call it specialities. Cheeses, the best cheeses to me certainly come from Europe. And what's amazing to me is there's so many kinds of cheese. From such a simple thing as milk, they produce literally thousands of different kinds of cheeses in the European countries.
I need to say, though, there's a Taiwanese company that produces a very decent Gouda. It's as good as anything I've eaten in Holland.
Okay, bring it in next week.
I will, because it's also a good price.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's especially special. Okay, salted cod. Cod is a fish, a very common fish from the Atlantic Ocean. Many countries fish this fish, go fishing for this fish, and you can prepare it in many, many ways. If fish is salted, that is one way to store the fish for not years, but at least days, without having to put it into the refrigerator.
所以呢，我们来看看这个句子。他说 in addition to 就是除了 fresh meat 就是新鲜的肉类，还有 produce 农产品。这个字呢，当名词指农产品的时候，它是念 produce， 不是念 produce。produce 是动词所以 produce 农产品。所以除了有新鲜的肉类跟新鲜的农产品之外呢，这个 visitors 当然去的人呢，可以 enjoy 享受这个新鲜的 fruit juice， 就是 果汁，还有 wines， 还有酒，而且刚刚这个 Angela 讲说，你还可以把果汁跟酒混在一起，很好喝。那 as well as 还有什么样？你可以去 sample， 在这里呢是动词品尝的意思，你还可以品尝一下一些 local specialties， 当地的一些特色美食 ，specialties 就是特色美食。例如什么呢？例如 smoked 就是经过烟熏处理的 Iberian ham， 就伊比利亚火腿，这在台湾大家都久仰大名了。那你也可以在那里品尝怎么样 cheeses， 各种不同的 cheese。还有呢，你可以在那里吃到 salted cod，salted 就是盐汁，用盐腌过的 cod 是鳕鱼，这些都是 local specialties。And
even if you don't eat at the market, visiting the crowded market for the sights and aromas, meaning smells, for the sights and aromas alone is a great way to catch a glimpse of local culture. You really can understand Spain's culture by walking through this market. Actually, you can understand the local culture by walking through any local market. Like if you really want to understand a place,
所以其实市场尤其是菜市场是了解当地文化一个很方便非常有意思的地方。你到各国，你如果想要了解当地文化，你就去那个菜市场看一看。好，那这个句子他说呢 even if you don't eat， 就算你不吃，因为前面讲都是吃的东西嘛，就算你不吃，而且有些当地的特色美食你可能不敢吃，就算你不吃 visiting the crowded market， 这是主词，一个动名词片语当主词，你去这个拥挤的市场看一看。那 for 你去那里目的是 the sights， 去那里看那个景观，看你会看到什么东西。还有 aromas 就是食物的香味，它特别常常用来指食物，还有这个香料、酒啊、植物等等的香味的 aromas。所以你去那里看一看，去闻一闻那个美味的味道。alone 就是不谈别的 without others， 你就单单是去那里看一看，闻闻味道。那都是 a great way to， 都是一个很棒的方法，可以让你干嘛呢？ To catch a glimpse of local culture。 Catch a glimpse of 就是一窥一瞥，这个 glimpse 就是很快的看一眼， a brief incomplete view or look。 所以 catch a glimpse of 就是你去那里看一下，你就稍微看一看，因为你不可能看到很多很多的 local culture， 但在那里你可以这个一瞥当地的文化。
Another of the world's best fresh markets is Ortor Khor Market in Thailand. Remember, we have 3 markets that we're introducing today, which are good examples or excellent examples of markets in each of these countries, and now we're in Thailand.
好，所以 another 是另外一个，这个世界上另外一个最棒的 fresh markets 就是这个 Ortor Khor Market 在泰国。
Should you have the opportunity to explore Bangkok, visiting this market would be an unforgettable experience. You'll remember it for the rest of your life.
好，所以 should you have 就是 if you should have， 就是如果就可能性不高，但如果你有这个机会去干嘛 ？Should you have the opportunity to， 你如果有这个机会可以去 explore 探索或者探访曼谷的话，那么主要子句这个主词 visiting this market 就是一个动名词片语当主词。你如果有机会去曼谷看一看的话，去这一个市场看一看，去拜访这个市场 would be an unforgettable experience， 那一定会是一个难忘的回忆。这里为什么用 would 呢？因为 should you have 这个已经是假设语气了，所以呢这个地方要用 would。 Visiting the market would be an unforgettable experience.
This market, well kept and brightly lit, features a range of organic fruits such as mangosteens, durians, and dragon fruits, along with imported delicacies from across Asia. If you go to Ortor Khor Market, what will you see? Well, you'll be able to see easily because it's brightly lit. It's not dim inside the market. There's lots of light. It's also well kept, which suggests that it's very clean. And what do you buy there? Well, a range of organic fruits. This has astounded me, how many kinds of fruit there are. It seems every month someone tells me or shows me, oh, have you tried this kind of fruit yet? It's here in Taiwan. Well, I think it's imported, but, you can buy almost anything here now. From across Asia means from many, many different countries in Asia. Mangosteen, durian is the stinky one that I like anyway. And what's a dragon fruit?
It's the one that's like black and white inside, like a poppy seed cake, and it's red on the outside with like these dramatic peels. It's a cactus. It's the fruit of a cactus, actually.
So it doesn't have a lot of juice in it.
Oh, yes, it does. You can make juices with this. There's a bright purple variety, which makes the most incandescent juice possible.
Okay.
Yeah, 所以呢，我们这里看到他说 this market 这一个市场，那后面呢，这个 well kept and brightly lit 前面省略 which is， 所以本来是个形容词子句，那现在变成了一个同位语，所以这个市场呢，它怎么样呢 ？Which is well kept， well kept 就是保持得很好，那就是让我们觉得其实就是干净整洁的意思。还有呢 ，brightly lit，brightly 就是副词修饰那个 lit， 所以是照明非常明亮 ，brightly 是明亮，所以那干净整洁，这个很光亮、很明亮的一个市场，它怎么样呢 ？Features 就是以什么为主要特色呢？它的主要特色就是 a range of 就是一个范围的，就是很多很多，其实就是很多的，有很多的 organic fruits 有机水果，例如说 mangosteen 就是山竹 durians 就是榴莲，然后 dragon fruits 就是火龙果。那除了这些之外呢 along with together with 还有什么？还有 imported 还有进口的一些 delicacies 就是美食 delicacies。那从哪里进口呢？是 from across Asia 就整个亚洲，所以它还有来自进口至全亚洲的不同的进口美食，这些东西很多。
Tourists can also shop for a wide variety of ready-made curry pastes and spices. So you can get all those amazing Thailand spices and also ready-made curry pastes. They already mixed up the curry paste for you.
那观光客呢也可以 shop for 就是在那里买什么东西呢 A wide variety of 就是很多种不同的 ready-made 就是现成的就已经做好的 curry pastes 就是咖喱酱还有 spices 还有各种的香料 Now I have a question. Can we say tourists can also shop a wide variety of? Do you have to say shop for?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, the for has to be there.
所以各位注意不可以只讲 shop 你要 shop for a variety of 什么什么东西所以一定要加那个 for
Finally, we have Borough Market, one of the largest and oldest markets in London. So we've gone from Europe to Thailand, back to Europe again with London.
好，所以最后呢我们有这个 Borough Market 它是 one of the largest and oldest markets in London 它是伦敦最大最老的市场之一
It primarily functioned as a wholesale market until the late 20th century. Good Lord, there's another market called a wholesale market.
Yeah, we haven't even touched on wholesale markets, which, we have wholesale markets all over the place, everywhere.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a wholesale market and a retail market. Up until now, we've been talking about retail markets, which is B2C or business to customer. But a wholesale market is B2B, meaning business to business, meaning that you have to be a business to buy and sell there. Or at least you have to be willing to buy a certain quantity. So wholesale markets, they won't necessarily check, do you have a business license? But they will have a minimum order. They'll be like, oh yeah, we sell these. Our minimum order is 1,000 pieces. And you're like, right, I only need one. Okay.
所以这个 wholesale market 就是批发市场那它主要跟这个一般的这种零售市场中文叫做零售市场那英文叫 retail market 就是零售市场 R-E-T-A-I-L 那差别的批发市场是 B2B 就是 business to business 就是它是大批的这个通常是商家之间它这样子整批有一个相当数量才卖的 B2C 就是 business to customer 就是我们讲的零售市场所以 wholesale market 就是 B2B
Okay, at least until the late 20th century, that was the case for the Borough Market. Since then, it has grown into London's most famous gourmet food hub. They figured out a way to make more money than if it's B2B or B2C.
Well, also because London, they created a limit to large traffic coming through London, and so they could no longer do commercial traffic into that area. And so in order to save the structures, which are these beautiful old buildings, they gentrified it, upscaled it into very fancy food.
好，所以呢我们两句一起看哈，他前面讲说这个伦敦现在我们要谈的这个市场呢 Borough Market primarily 是 chiefly mainly 它主要呢是 functioned as 主要的功能是作为一个什么呢一个 wholesale market 一个批发市场一直到 20世纪晚期。然后呢，从 since then 下一句讲，就是从20世纪晚期之后呢，从那个时候开始 it has grown into 它成长成为伦敦最有名的一个 gourmet 美食家，美食的 food hub， 这个美食的集散地。 gourmet food 就是美食，那 hub 是一个聚集地， a center of activity or interest 一个 hub。 那刚刚这个Angel 老师也讲，那也是因为伦敦的交通问题太严重了，所以呢他们那些市场现在慢慢的没有办法，因为大家进不来或怎么样的，所以他们慢慢要把这些市场做转型，像这个市场就从批发市场转型成为一个 gourmet food hub。If
you want to say another word for hub, you could call something a transportation hub or a network hub, or a hub airport is one where all the flights go there to transfer flights to the next airport.
一个枢纽一个聚集地，一个枢纽。
Now here in the Borough Market in London, you can find a variety of options. You can find all sorts of different kinds of food, including steaming pans of paella, which is some good food. If you can find it, it's good. And then there's unique emu burgers. Okay, so we had ostrich burgers. That was a new thing 20 years ago, but now I guess we've moved on to emus. And emus are very, very angry. No, they're smaller than ostriches, but they're very angry animals. You really, just very easy to make them upset. And then when they're upset, they're kind of really annoying. So I guess the best thing for them is to make burgers out of them. But there's many other delicious treats. I mean, I have no idea if I can recommend an emu burger, but I mean, ostrich burgers I had once. They're not bad. They taste like a nice version of beef. So maybe emu burgers are tasty?
好，所以他说在这里呢，你可以找到 a variety of 就是各种各样的 options 选择，食物的选择，包括 steaming 就是冒着热气的 pans of paella。 这个 paella 就是这个我们中文叫做什么巴埃利亚炖饭，那 pan 他们通常出来的时候就是在铁盘上面的，所以 pans of paella 你可以找到这个东西。你还可以找到 unique 很独特的 emu burgers。 emu 是叫做鹅苗，这个是澳洲的一种鸵鸟，它是世界上第2大的鸟类，仅次于鸵鸟，所以你可以找到这种 emu burgers。 还有呢，你可以找到许多其他的 delicious treats 美味的 treats 就是美食，而且通常是珍贵的美食，不常吃到的美食。
The market also hosts a mix of vendors selling hot food, stalls with fresh produce, and gourmet shops, ensuring that no one leaves the market with an empty stomach. If you host, that means you provide for people or businesses a mix or blend of vendors, sellers of hot food, cooked food, just as in our local, especially our local night markets where they cook food and then sell it. Stalls, we talked about this before, with fresh produce, the wet market, and gourmet shops. These will be little stores. Shops are usually more simple than store. A gourmet is for people, foodies, people who have tastes that are relatively new and they have an appreciation for different types of food, ensuring or making sure that no one leaves the Borough Market with an empty stomach. You couldn't walk from one end of it to the other end of it and not buy something.
好，所以呢 the market also hosts. Host 这个字本来是当主人的意思啊，在这里就提供，尤其提供空间的意思。好，那提供空间给怎么样 a mixed of vendors， 就是 a mixed of 就是混合的各种各样混在一起的这个摊贩。那这些摊贩干嘛呢？他们 selling hot food， 他们在卖那种热食，通常是熟食啊。还有怎么样 stalls with fresh produce， 有这个新鲜农产品的这种摊位 stalls。还有呢Gourmet shops 就是美食卖美食的商店，那有这么多东西混在那个市场里面，它就 ensuring 就是 make sure 它可以确定 no one leaves the market， 没有人可以离开这个市场 with an empty stomach， 没有一个人可以带着空空的肚子离开这个市场。换句话说，你到这个市场你就一定会买一些在里面的东西，你一定会吃，你不会说走的时候肚子还是空的。
Okay, we are now ready for our quiz for you. Question number 1, you have to look at the pictures in order to decide which one fits the answers the question, which is, according to the day 1 passage, which of the following goods is sold at a dry market?
根据第一天的文章，以下哪一种商品是在干货市场贩卖的？
Well, A, B, and D are foods. You buy them and eat them right away, or you have to prepare them, but you can't eat C. And so that to me would be a dry market product.
好，所以呢，我们看图，这个 A， 这个 B、D 都是肉啊，或者蔬菜啊等等的。尤其 D 这个虽然说蔬菜，可是看起来就是在一个传统市场里面，所以你会在干货市场买的就是 C， 那所以就是看起来是厨房用具，所以答案是 C。And
number 2, what is a wet market? From A to F below, choose the statements that are not true according to the passage. So what aren't a wet market? Choose those answers.
好，所以第二题问说什么是菜市场？根据本文，从以下 A 到 F 的选项中选出哪些叙述是不正确的。注意，他要你选的是不正确的。
And the answers of what aren't a wet market is B, a market where bargaining is not allowed, and E, a market that exists only in developed areas.
所以答案是 B， 因为 B 说一个不允许议价的市场，这个是不正确的，因为菜市场是可以议价的。那 E 他说一个仅存于已开发地区的市场，这个也不对，因为菜市场很多时候都是在未开发或者还在开发的地区就有这种市场，所以答案是 B 跟 E。Okay,
for number 3, we're going to test your memory, actually. Fill in the blanks about the 3 famous markets with the information contained in the Day 2 passage. So we talked about the same 3 markets, but in different ways. We want to know, for example, in the Boqueria market, it features, if you remember, smoked Iberian ham, something else, and salted cod, which are all local delicacies. What was the second type of food that was available at the Boqueria market?
好，所以呢，我们看看啊，这一题它是要说关于3个著名的市场，它要你以第二篇文章里面所包含的这个讯息在空格当中填空。那我们看到第一个这个博盖利亚市场里面呢，它的特色我们有谈到它有这个熏的这个烟熏的伊比利亚火腿，还有这个盐鳕鱼，这是当地的美食。那还有一个什么东西呢？我们要写下填进去。还有一个什么东西呢？
Cheeses, which is answer A.
好，答案就是 cheeses， 还有各种不同的起司。
Okay, what about the Borough market? It has transformed from a B market into what kind of market? Into a famous culinary, good food prepared in excellent and interesting and delicious ways. Destination, who's going to eat it finally, or will it be sold in another store? But what has the transformation entailed?
好，所以第二个我们谈到这个博罗市场，它已经从一个什么样的市场转变成为一个著名的美食的目的地。这 culinary 就是跟烹饪有关的，在这里大概就是指美食的，所以 B 要填什么呢？
So it's transformed or changed from a wholesale market into this specialized foodie hub for people in England.
好，所以答案要填的是 wholesale， 它本来是一个批发市场，它现在已经转变成为一个著名的美食目的地。
Now we're off to Thailand and the Ortorkor market. Visitors can purchase an extensive range of blank and pre-made curry pastes. Well, according to the article, the answer must be spices, for which Thailand is justly famous. So you should choose spices.Yeah. You should write the word spices.
所以安多哥市场在这里呢，游客可以购买广泛种类的什么东西呢？我们要填的是 spices 香料，当然还可以买现成的咖喱酱。
Okay, hope you enjoyed our 2-day program. That's it for today. And until then,
bye-bye.